Our next speaker is Oluwadunsan Bolaji from Nigeria. If you are available and hear us.
Yes, hello.
Yes. The title of presentation is Education for Sustainable Development, Empowering Minds, Shaping the Future. We welcome you in our conference, and if you have slides, you can share them.
I actually forwarded a slide yesterday.
Right, okay. Just give us 2 minutes. IT team will share it.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Hello everybody. My name is Bolaji Oluwadunsin from Nigeria, and my session today is going to be focused on education for sustainable development, empowering minds, and shaping the future. I would like to start by telling you a story about myself. Next slide, please. Oh, and I forgot my greetings. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so I will be making this presentation from a fashionpreneur point of view. When I started my business in school, I knew nothing about sustainability. I didn't hear the word or the term sustainability from my parents. I didn't know the term sustainability from my lecturers. And I actually learned about it from a friend, right? And from that little exposure to sustainability, even though I didn't know everything at that point, but the little exposure I had at that point set me on the path where I am today. And that shows the power of sustainability. Right, next slide, please. Thank you for joining me today as we delve into the topic of education for sustainable development. It is rapidly changing, in a rapidly changing world, facing complex environmental, social, and economic challenges. It has become crucial to equip our minds with the knowledge, skills, and values needed to create a sustainable future. Today, we will explore the importance of education in driving sustainable development, the key principles of education for sustainable development, and the transformative impact it can have on individuals and the society. Why education for sustainable development? Education for sustainable development is more, please excuse me, is more than just acquiring knowledge. It is about empowering individuals to understand and critically analyze the interconnection between the environmental, the social, and the economic systems. By fostering a deeper understanding of sustainability issues, we can inspire action and promote responsible decision-making for a better world. Education for sustainable development helps us address the present challenges of climate change, biodiversity loss, poverty, inequality, and more. It empowers individuals to become change agents, shaping a sustainable future for themselves and future generations. Next slide, please. What are the principles for education for sustainable development? The first one is the holistic approach. The approach focuses on how everything is connected, how everything works together to solve a solution. I will take my social impact as an example. I am the founder of an Afrocentric accessory brand, and during production, we tend to have scraps of fabrics, right? When we make bulk bag production, 1,000 pieces, 2,000 pieces, there are scraps that we get from these bags. Now, how do we sustainably dispose these scraps of fabrics? What we did was to set up an initiative that upcycles these scraps of fabrics into school bags. Now, when we make these school bags, we then go to undeveloped communities, the local communities where there are poor schools and underprivileged children. Then we give it to them to help them enhance their education, to provide them with tools they need to stay in school. Now, we have been able to connect The SDG that focuses on responsible production, we connected that to quality education. And when we give the children these bags, we also educate them about sustainable development goals. We teach them about entrepreneurship. We teach them about starting a business. Now, from responsible consumption and production to quality education, then to decent work. Now, we've been able to put all this together into one initiative. That is an example of an holistic approach, right? Then we have the critical thinking and reflection. This is where we are inspired to think bigger than where we are now, to think broader on how to solve world problems. Then we have the participatory learning. The participatory learning is when we involve everybody. We bring everybody on board. We tell our friends, we tell our families, we include them in the talk, in the conversations about sustainability. Then we have the local and global perspective, just like this conference. This conference right now focuses on the local and the global perspectives of sustainable experts, right? Because when I got invited, my mind was blown and I was excited, and also to learn from a global point of view about different topics and issues addressing sustainability. Thank you. Next slide, please. The transformative impact of education for sustainable development. We have the personal level. The education for sustainable development empowers individuals to adopt sustainable lifestyles, make informed choices, and become responsible citizens committed to sustainable practices. Education for sustainable development drives transformations within educational institutions. For example, I said I didn't hear the word or the term sustainability from my lecturers. Why is that? This should be in our curriculum in school. This should be subjects. This should be topics the teachers should teach, because the future is young, and Africa has the youngest population in the world. We need to catch them young. We need to tell these children about sustainable goals so that when they grow, it will be easier for them to emulate what we have started. It is not only about these conferences, talking in large gatherings. We need to also target this young population to better educate them, because when they grow into it, they'll be able to do much more and impact much more lives and provide solutions to these issues. Education for sustainable development promotes community engagement and mobilization, fostering collective action for sustainable development and building resilient communities. Next slide, please. In conclusion, education for sustainable development is a catalyst for positive change in our pursuit of a sustainable future. By equipping minds, especially young minds, with the knowledge, the skills, and values necessary to address the challenges we face, we can create a world where environmental integrity, social justice, and economic prosperity thrive hand in hand. Let us embrace education for sustainable development as a powerful tool for empowerment, shaping the minds of today and shaping a better future for generations to come. Thank you very much. I think I have the last slide.
Thank you, Miss.
Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your participation, for your wonderful talk. We had a great session with you. Thank you.